All right. Oof. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. so I'm back. And I'm going to do my best to not just like giggle this whole time. And I feel like light chested. Is that a thing? Is feeling light chested a thing? Because I feel light chested. Like if you're lightheaded, but if it's in your chest, you know what I mean? Um, I don't know. It's fine. Um, so today, some stuff has transpired within me, I guess, or last night, or this morning. It was today. Um, and I feel like through facing a lot of the internal resistances that have honestly been, some of the internal resistances have been there since last year when I came into like using my voice and discovering what my fire was and stuff like that. And it's always just sort of been there. And then more recently, there were other internal resistances that came up. And I was watching Reem's Pisces video yesterday. And I was talking to Reem last night about how it's like, I feel like when I'm exposed to external pressure, then it forces certain things out of me. It doesn't force them out of me. It feels like it's easier for me to stand. It was easier for me to stand in my truth and to know what my truth is and to know who I am in my truth and to know the power that all three of those things hold and to use it when again like I was under pressure. But I was like I need to like be able to have access to all of that without like being under pressure, right? Because that's how it becomes more of a conscious thing rather than a subconscious thing. And then last night I was like, so what I was like, I'm gonna integrate it so like I don't have to keep learning this lesson, so I don't have to keep being exposed to external forces for me to know who I am. Um, did not expect to have it. Bernie, hey, how are you doing today? How are you doing, Bernie? I did not expect to today through a dream vision, through a vision quest, did not expect to end up where I ended up. So shout out to Russ for like coaching me through it for literally hours. As I'm just like getting lost in all the paradox and everything else. And 1 second. One second. Hold up. And thought, brain, focus. I feel like within myself, like I had gotten good. Reem! Okay. Yeah, also like Reem and Rob are gonna be live. It was just 3:33 with three people here. Reem and Rob are gonna be live at 4 Eastern, 3 Central on Rob's channel, Rob's Tarot, raking, I think, some more rooms, raking some more rooms. And it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be there. You could be there. We could all be there at the same time. Hey Ariel, how are you doing? Well, thank you. I'm glad I could do that. Oop, oop, oop. 1 second. I'm glad I could do that. Oh, my pinky. My pinky is starting to burn a little. My pinky is starting to itch. I'm just playing. I don't even know what that. Sorry. If that's offensive, I apologize. I am great. Get Microsoft Teams for free. No, thank you. But thanks for the whatever. I am. I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. Um, I feel like I reached the point because of everything where I was finally able to like tie all of my aspects together. And I was just on Eve's. Eve just got the mystical, no, the Mystical Shaman, Tarot, Mystical Shaman Oracles, the Mystical Shaman Oracle cards. I think Everlong Mystic on her channel the other day, and she pulled the Beloved, Vision Quest, and something else for me. And I had that Vision Quest, and I was able to, through working through the internal resistance that I have or had, I was able to find a point where I could unite all of these separate aspects into one sort of unified. And it's interesting because I feel like I was like doing more and more to diversify my aspects and to give like my aspects, right? My polarity had polarity, or my dualities had dualities within them. But I feel like after this, it feels like it's just me. In a way, it's weird. It's interesting, but what? It must be a theme. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Bernie. Hey, LB, girl, it's floating around in the collector. Then I guess come through resolution. So now I'm just like, oh, okay, like wait. Well, now I got to do stuff. So which is it's been the greatest point of challenge for me is the action, but now I can do it. I also like I don't know what this card is. Anima Mundi. Wow. I was like, I'm gonna pull a random card, and so like I held it up. I don't know if you could see it or not, but I was like, I don't want to look at it. It's Anima Mundi, and I wasn't gonna read these. I'm not. Oh my gosh. You can see the person like meditating in the center of this, and then like all of the planets outside. And it looks like there's a little bit of Mercury, Caris, I think that's Caris conjunction, Moon and Neptune, the Sun. I don't know what that is. Juno, maybe. I don't know. Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Pluto. Where's Venus? Maybe this one is Venus. Oh, that's Venus. Yeah, that's Venus and the Sun. And it's like the person's like in the middle meditating right there, and then you see it's like they're connected to everything, and it reminds me of in the Ash Rune when the spider web came out, the rainbow spider web, but it's like it's all concentric circles now. It's all neat. Huh, okay, let me see what y'all say. Same on the action, but you gotta get up, gotta get ready, make breakfast, and you're ready for action today. Let's go, Team Taurus. Woo, we got this. I mean, you know, these are my house clothes. So I'm technically, well, yeah. But hey, Kizzy Cat, what's all this? The bridge, the one, the shapeshifter, and the queen in reverse. I don't really. I do. It's loungewear. Yeah, yeah. I don't always do reversals in this deck, but the queen being in reverse gives this a 9 energy instead of 11. And with this, it's almost like we've gone. Eve, hey, how you doing? It's almost like we've. There are limits to feminine energy itself. And with the one in the bridge, Okay, this feels like that there have been some aspects of ourselves that we have channeled in. Yeah, like there are some aspects of ourselves that we've channeled in other. It's like in another place. Let me try to break this down. So, for example, like if there's a feminine aspect of ourselves, it feels like we've been going about expressing that aspect in a masculine way. Or if there's a masculine aspect, we've been going about expressing it in a feminine way. And there's something about like untangling and untying those things because it feels like the queen has shifted into something else. The queen is not being herself. That's why she's in reverse and the shapeshifter is upright. But it's like when we untangle those things, then we can form this bridge to the one, which puts us in a space of being connected to everything. Because that's what the one is, right? Like this is how we sort of connect to the one. And then from that space, we just like whatever that is. I don't even know. But this may also be like a feminine energy sort of finding her throne in her way. And it's like what Russ was saying. It's like when you get high enough or off of the physical plane, it's more like it's not separate. It comes into that space of union. And so it's like, we bring our masculine and feminine into union within ourselves, which gets us again closer to the one. And then from that position, we're just like connected to everything. Bottom of the deck is the sword. And the sword is this energy like it cuts in between sort of like dimensions and realities. It feels like whatever this is, it can't be bridged because of the sword. Because the sword sort of cleaves through everything. And it gives me heavy vibes of the Norns, Runebreaker 4 rustling around when he was talking about like, we have our own personal Yggdrasil trees within us, our own world trees, and how we sort of, work through and integrate the shadow, and then like the tree grows and it expands upward from there. And when you water your tree, it also helps to grow the collective tree and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The mountain feels like the sacred space within us that holds that power. And the healer at the bottom of the deck on the side with the cave and the mask. So we have the healer in the cave, right? This is like sweat lodge energy, right? Are we coming into or going out? Hey, look, the colors are even the same as the healer, and it's the cave. And then the mask is behind this, which is again like this is us sort of in that space where these aren't necessarily whole yet. It hasn't been bridged within self yet. That's why you can see it's like both colors here. Maybe. So, Anima Mundi reminds you of animism, the root of Norse pagan mysticism. Ooh. That, like many things, hey, Corey, many things hold energy, spirits. Hey, Danielle, I don't think I said hi to you. Okay. Yeah, I like Kim Crayons. I'm such a huge fan of Kim Crayons. So, oh, I didn't even see you ask what deck it was. Yeah, like the Wild Unknown Tarot and the Wild Unknown Animal Spirits were two, like they were my first two decks. And then when I saw that she made an archetype deck, I was like, oh, well, you got to get that. But Yeah, so lots of revelations within self that I guess I'm going to be in the space of working out. And yeah, sometimes it's like, what is this? Also, if you can tell me, if you comment down below what I'm listening to right now, I will pull you a card out of this deck and I'll reply to your comment if you get it correct. And I'll literally just put what's in the book. So it's not that much of a whatever. I just thought it would be fun. Oh, you played with it, but you didn't get it? You used an unknown animal for a lot of personals. You did? Oh, I have to watch that. Oh, snap. The prayer just came out. It's interesting. The prayer just came out, and I heard what goes up must come down. And it has been that energy because this came out when I used the Mirror Truth Lenormand cards, the letter and the cross, the rider and the tower. It was like, if you've been praying prayers, well, spirit is listening type of energy. And I was like, it's that real seek and ye shall find, ask and it shall be given type of energy. And I guess I went seeking and today I found. So, hey, I mean, I went seeking before too. Oh, see. But then the sword came out. I think the sword is carrying an energy of consistency. If we ask for something, but then doubt that we will receive it, or if we ask for something and we're so fixed on the conditions that we don't receive it, then it's like the signal. Oops! Oh my gosh, the signal gets lost somewhere in transit. Maybe, maybe not. The forest is here. And with the forest being down here, this reminds me of that Hod rune or hooded. Oh, yep. Yeah, the animal deck was literally my first deck. And I was like, I got the animals and I got the tarot. I said the tarot is intimidating, but the animals, like, I don't know all the animals, but I can work with animals. Yeah, I was like, I saw the prayer card. I was like, oh, there's LB. There's like, what is it? It's something about, it's like knowing how to get a prayer through or something. I feel like going back to church, it's just that like needing to know how to get a prayer through type of energy. Who's this? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? The vision and the mask. What's up with this? Even in the forest, it's like partly in color, partly black and white. I think this is an element of trust, then, right? Because it almost carries that energy of all things are born in the dark before they come to the light. But it feels like we get lost in the dark so that these things can never come to the light. And it almost goes back to, in a way, but again, like I said it, I don't know exactly how it plays out. I don't know. Oh, you just ordered the Animal Spirit deck. Love that. Your first deck was the Animal Spirit Oracle by Colette Van Reed. Untitled Totems. Ooh. I love that. Oh, you got the tarot just for the artistic concepts. Okay. The bridge. Oh, the bridge did have those cards. Are those colors? Let's see. I'm gonna look before and after the bridge. The bottom of the deck is the ooh, it's the kiss. I thought it was the moon. And the comic. Let's see, how do we bridge this? Because there's something in this forest card that's sheltered from the rain. And so it's like it's in the forest, but it's not in the forest. I feel like that sheltering energy, it keeps us from being, oh, it's literally, oh, well. Anima, Mundi, the bridge, and the village. The village was in reverse. I feel like this goes back to I went back and I watched the rest of your Cancer season video, LB. And it's almost that energy of like individualism versus like collective. And it's like the thing that's going to bridge all of this is if we can move from like that sort of herd mentality into experiencing what our personal truth is. And this also, it came out with the Holy See or something, right? It's all about going beyond and learning the voice of the divine for ourselves, learning to see, learning to hear, learning to know, I guess, for ourselves. And like I personally, again, like shout out to Russ, because sometimes when you're going through something, spirit will give it to someone who's close to you, but they won't necessarily give it to you. But since spirit gives it to them, they'll be able to like coach you through it or walk you through it in a way so that you can come up with your own understanding. Because like you having the realization and the epiphany is the most important part of the whole thing. And so we can find support in others. But again, it's like there comes a point where we kind of sort of got to find or do for self. The Field Tarot. What? Now I got to go watch Capricorn. Sure, Eve. I'm not sure. But if that's how you take it, and if it's something that, like, and this applies, then I would say trust it. Like, what else? What this is beyond that, it's not for me to know. It's not for me to say. Right? Because it could be different for everybody. Hey, Dana. So that was pretty much it, y'all. Like, shorter live today. Not going to be live for hours. Reem and Rob are going to be live in like 50. No, what is time? An hour and like 10 minutes. Raking some runes. Catch me there. Maybe I'll catch you there. I need some food. Who is this? Who is this? Excuse me? The mountain. The mountain is still, it was face up. This is at like, oh, I think the mountain is on the bridge, right? Because we have all of the dark down here. Where's the forest? Looks like we got the forest down there. But it feels like this space is this space. And so there's a little bit of the elevator energy. But it's a little bit of like a... It feels like an elevator where you can actually go up above the forest, where you can cross over into the other color, or you can cross over to the land where there is color. Oh, even the village has, well, the village is mostly dark, but there's a little color there. And this is the space where you receive the vision. Because look, it's literally right there. The mountain is in the vision. So it's that vision questy. It's like when you the prayer closet, when you go and you seek a word and then you receive. And it's like it's not in this, but it's far enough out of this that you can now see. You can find clarity here. But then it's like, well, when you come back down to earth, what do you do with the vision? And you might find that things aren't necessarily what you would have expected them to be. Because this world is mostly dark, but with these bands of color now, it's like, well, that's where the planets rotate. It's the elliptical orbits. It's like, is it? I don't know. Is it dark with light bands or is it light with dark bands? It's that zebra energy. Or maybe it's just both. Right? I don't know. Yeah, I was talking about that, Eve. I had a whole vision quest. A whole vision quest. I was able to like bind and unite aspects of myself together rather than making my aspects, like giving my aspects more aspects, giving my duality, and my polarity. And it happened after I was able to resolve some internal conflict. Honestly, it was a lot of internal conflict. And it's internal conflicts that I've talked about that have been around for a minute. Oh, snap, it's Russell. Hello, Mr. Russell, Mr. Around. Anima Mundi is the world soul. And the bridge. Yeah, I was talking about in the Norns video, because that came up. Your personal Yggdrasil tree that links to the collective Yggdrasil tree, and you grow your own tree to grow the collective tree, and then all kinds of stuff like that. I feel like what the interesting part about that, Eve, is I feel like the soul fragment didn't necessarily return. It feels like it was a binding fragment, if that makes any sense. Like the fragment that returned was the one that was able to unite all of the other ones. And so in a way, yes. But also I don't know. And then like even after I was again like Russ coached me through it for like hours. It felt. And like even after I got the answer, even after I got the solution, even after I was able to see and put together everything, like typing it and then sending it took some time. But here I am now. Well, I'm about to shut it down, but yeah. Whew. All right. Well, it's been less than half an hour. I feel satisfied. I will catch you all when I catch you. I hope you have a good whatever whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. I hope that wherever your path takes you to find what it is that you're looking for, that you find I want to say the counsel, if you need it, and the strength and the courage and the discernment and everything. Whatever you need on that path, I hope you find it to get where you're going, because it's kind of liberating once you get there. But I'll talk to you all later. Girl, when Russ said, "I'm not really here. I look like I'm here." Like that was my favorite part of the whole video. And then the ancient ones fall out and he goes, "Oh, I'm not really here." All right, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Bye.